So before I do any waxing, I typically put my hair up. It just makes it way more easier because if you're waxing and you have a loose hair or something, it'll get caught in the wax. And when you pull the wax off, you also rip your hairs out. So that's not fun. So always start by putting your hair back and putting in like a headband or something like that just to hold it back. I've been using this wax for about the past year or so and I really, really love it. It's the stripless wax, so you just put it on and it's able to peel off. I've been doing my mustache for years now, and it's a must because I got a lot of hairs. So you always want to apply wax by going downward. So like in the direction that the hair is going. If you do it the opposite, it's going to make it harder to pull off and just weird. So always apply the wax towards the direction that your hair is growing. So I always start by, just doing my left and my right side first. And yeah, that's a really good starting point. To wax your mustache, you really don't need a whole lot of wax, just because it's not a really big area. But start by doing, like I said, the left and the right, and you just have the middle part to do towards the end, and that's really it. So, yeah, I know it looks really weird, but, it's just what you got to do. So, I let it just get kind of hard, and I'm just feeling it throughout while it's drying to make sure that it's hard enough to pull off. You don't want to pull it off too soon because then, you won't let the wax really get dry and hold on to the hairs. So at this point, I think it feels hard enough to where I could pull it off. So I'm going to start by taking off the one I applied first. First, you have to just kind of do like a little piece and then rip it off. I always like to look at all the hairs on the wax. It's just kind of a weird thing, but I do it every time. And everything looks good. It usually looks a little bit red after for about, I don't know, maybe an hour or two. But if you put on makeup, you can't see it. All right, we got the second one off. We got some good hairs on there. Time to do the last and final piece. The middle. So for this last thing, what you want to do is, just kind of apply it in the middle, the spots that you missed when you did the left and the right. It's just kind of like a little bit of a, the little Hitler strip. So just put it in the middle and same thing as before, just let it dry enough before ripping it off. And for this part, you typically want to put your lips together like you're doing the M sound and just kind of hold that. And I'm usually, just kind of feeling it throughout, making sure that it gets hard enough. I just really do this the whole time. It gets hard pretty fast. A lot of hairs on here. You also want to make sure you go down far enough when you do this middle strip. All right, so do the little piece first and then rip it all off. We got some good hairs on there. Checking it out, taking off the little extra wax, and we are good to go.